I'm going to tell you about my 5 favorite named clothing patterns. Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Alex and this is Gingerhead & Co. So, I'm going to tell you about my 5 favorite named clothing patterns. You probably realized by now that I really like named clothing and I make a lot of their patterns. They fit me well. They are usually very simple but quite quirky, quite interesting. So you've got a lot of satisfaction and they don't require a lot of work. I love them, but I do have 5 that I really like. I like more than others, and I'm going to tell you what they are. So the first one, and it's probably number 5 on the list, is what I'm wearing. It's the Selena dress from the book Breaking the Pattern. You've seen the other one, and this one is probably not my favorite. I didn't have enough fabric to do proper pattern matching. So there are 2 flowers here. But it's still very comfortable and I still very much like it. That's the only proper design feature, that the darts hide the belts. So you can tie it, and that's why I lost quite a few of them, because they're easy to fit to various figures, various shapes and sizes. So if you make one, make sure that you keep it, because somebody might ask you if they can have it, and you'll give it to them. Well, anyway, I think Selena is very popular, and for a good reason. It is quite elegant, it is simple to make, it is simple to fit. You feel quite made up and ready to go out. It's suitable for work, it's suitable to go out and have a meal. It's just kind of multifunctional. It is quite interesting, but it's not overwhelmingly weird and different. And it is very comfortable to wear. So it is very popular when you Instagram it. There are a lot of people who made some beautiful versions. I don't add the ties here because they don't work for me. I would just kill myself. I would probably trip over them. I don't really like them. I mean, I like the look of them, but I don't think I can wear anything with long ties in the cuffs. But and I make all my versions much shorter. I don't wear midi versions of anything. I just don't. I don't like this length. Me, myself. You can look gorgeous in midi length. I don't. I look boxy. And that's not what I want. So that's the Selena, and I will definitely make more. I've made quite a few, but they're quite easy to make. They're quite quick, and they do work. If that's one of the dresses that when you don't know what to wear, you would wear that. It's suitable for many occasions, and I think it deserves all the attention it gets. Number 4 on my list of my favorite named clothing patterns is again from the book Breaking the Pattern. It's Raska Dress, and you can make a top as well. It's a tie front one, and I made this version sleeveless. It's not sleeveless in the pattern, but well, you can just make it sleeveless. And this one is really, really old now and well worn. I had another one, but I had an accident and it got damaged, so I can't show you. So this is the only one that I can show you, and I definitely need to make another one. It's a simple silhouette dress, and I absolutely love it. I think it complements your body, even though it's quite fitted. But you fit it through the ties here, and it makes you look quite sexy. but not in a vulgar way. I think it's quite sophisticated in its simplicity. There isn't much to talk about design lines wise. It is a simple dress, but you will feel super comfortable and elegant and sophisticated without an obvious effort being made. So you can go to work and live in this dress and then go out for a meal or go for a date, even if it's with your own husband, and still feel quite cool, quite young. I think it does make me feel young. It doesn't make me frumpy. That's why I love it. I've made 2, as I said, and I definitely need to make another one because this one is falling apart. It's been worn and washed so many times that I don't even want to come closer because it's close to having holes in it. I love it. Also, it's a jersey pattern. It's designed for jersey. So is there anything nicer than jersey against your skin, especially if you pick the one that is soft and body hugging? I think it's one of the dresses that is simple and makes you feel quite intelligent, if clothes can make you feel intelligent without trying too hard. You are not really pretending that you are a super sexy, foxy person, but you look good. That's what I think. And I think it makes your bum look very nice. It hugs your bum. That's the dress. And that's my bum. So that was number 4. Number 3 on my list is sewn sweatshirt. I've made quite a few. This might be my favorite. All of them are quite old now, so maybe I need to make another one, and probably because it's getting colder, I will make another one. This is a perfect jumper for me. It only has 2 darts here. There are long bust darts coming from the waist and ending just before, or just under your nipple. And they make it look more interesting and sophisticated. You know, it's like the quintessence of the Nordic style for me. It's something that Saga Noren would, from the bridge, would wear, in my opinion. It's a perfect, ultimate sweatshirt for me. I could just live in them, in my sewn jumpers. Again, it's very simple to make. It's back and front, 2 darts, then the sleeves. I do add ribbing because that's just me. But you can just add cuffs. You don't need ribbing for that. And I love my sewns. I think this effortless, interesting, easy to wear, no sympathy needed jumpers, they are just who we are. Busy, we don't want to look neglected, but we don't want to show that we put a lot of effort into our jumpers or sweatshirts. I absolutely love it. I'm going to show you another one. Well, obviously, because it's so simple, you can use any fabric you want. It looks good in plains, it looks good in prints, and you can show off your prints. It doesn't take a lot of fabric, so it really is an ultimate jumper for me. Perfect for autumn and winter. I've got another one here. Sorry, it's really old and the fabric is starting to fade, but I'm going to show you the print. The birds, see? When it, yeah, you can probably see that it's been worn and loved, but that's the point, isn't it? If you make something that you just want to wear all the time, every day, it means that the pattern is great, that you love the fabric and you want to use your favorite fabric on that particular make. So my perfect jumper. And yes, it is going to happen again. I have made quite a few. I'm not going to show you all of them because they are basically the same. But you are probably going to see the next one when I make it again. I definitely recommend this pattern. Number 2 on my list of favorite named patterns is Beryl. It's a bomber jacket in a dress form, and it's perfect for me. It's just so simple. The idea of making a bomber jacket into a dress is so simple, and yet nobody came up with it but named clothing. I just love it because it reminds me of my youth. Hopefully it doesn't make me feel or look aged. It doesn't make me feel aged. I think I look kind of cool and interesting and almost like I'm fashion conscious. I've changed the pattern. So this is my second Beryl. I've only made 2 so far. I'm going to make more. But I've changed it because I didn't like the elastic in the waist inside. It was still too roomy, and I needed some more definition to kind of pretend that I've got waist. And in this one I skipped the pockets because the pockets didn't really work in the first one for me. I love my first one as well, but I prefer this one. Normally it's got pockets here, and I left the opening because I don't mind a bit of leg on display. It's got ribbing, which makes me happy. It's got a zip, and you can play with the zip. Like in here I've got a zip that is like rainbow colors, and instead of the elastic inside I've got the elastic outside, so I made the belt with elastic. And it's a perfect dress for me because it's not totally feminine, it's definitely not girly. Again, I kind of think about the Nordic style wearing this dress for no reason, because it's simple. It's got darts here, but it looks more complicated than it is. There are some really good ideas or techniques in the pattern. Not difficult at all, but still interesting, and you can learn something, which is always great for for your makes. I love it. It's very, very me. It's like I know what I want when I wear it. It's like I don't have to pretend to be a more feminine version of me. It's just very me. I grew up in the 90s. I was a teenager and a young person in the 20s. So bomber jackets are very... I was in my 20s. I'm not that old. It wasn't in the 20s of the last century that I was a teenager. I was a teenager in the 90s. So I remember the style, and that's not the worst from this style. That's not the worst from the 90s. And maybe that's why it's a perfect pattern for me. You can play with fabric as well, because it doesn't have too many details. So you can do plenty of things. Use your favorite fabric again and feel great. And it's suitable for quite a variety of fabrics, because you don't have to have anything too flimsy or anything too sturdy. Something in between. So from cotton, lawn, viscose, it will look different. But if you make it in denim, it will work in all those types of fabric, changing the look slightly and hopefully still looking great. I am definitely planning to make another one. It is quite noticeable, so you can't really make too many, or can you? But it's something that I will definitely hack as well, and I will definitely make again, because I love my 2 versions. I can show you the other one. I'm not going to change, but I'm going to show you the other one, and I'll insert a photo of me wearing it. That's the other one. Yeah, it doesn't really look anything interesting on the hanger, but I love it. That was the first one I made, and I fell in love, and my love continues, and I absolutely love it. And finally, number 1, my favorite named clothing pattern is a Nellie. And now I have a friend called a Nellie, so it's even more special. It's not for everyone. It's not very popular, and I know why. It is a double front dress that is originally a maxi length. I just made all of mine short because I like maxi, it looks gorgeous, but I never wear my maxi dresses, so they don't get enough love and attention. So it is perfect for me because it just double fronted potato sack. And I know why it doesn't get a lot of love. When you try to look for it on Instagram, not many people love it, not many people made it, not many people are happy with it. Because you need to like your body and you need to be prepared to show a bit of a leg. It is double fronted. If you walk fast and if it's maxi, it's very easy to show too much. But I don't care. I just don't care. I love it. I made mine shorter, so there is not that much fabric pulling, not that much weight pulling the skirt and opening the flaps too much. I've never had any embarrassing moments, as far as I know. Maybe I was just walking around showing everything. But I've made 4 of them, and I love every single one. And they're the most worn dresses in my wardrobe. They're just very me. They're understated. But for me, this is just a quintessence of what I am. Something that is simple, something that is not necessarily very safe, and something that I think looks good. This is my taste, and I do understand that you might have a different taste, that you might not love my Nellie dress, but for me this is pure perfection. And it's a neglected pattern, and I think there are more people who would love it, but they're probably not exposed enough to the pattern, and they are not making it. I would recommend making it if you worry that it can open, because, well, it is double fronted, but it's a wrap dress basically. If you're worried, add a snap or something in the middle and it will keep everything together. And you won't have to show your legs. Sometimes it's good to show your legs. You wouldn't believe how much you can achieve by showing your legs sometimes, accidentally. I love my Nellies anyway. I just absolutely love them. They're super comfortable. You can use ribbing, which is just a bonus for me. You can make a version with sleeves as well. As far as I remember, shorter sleeves. And you can make a top. And the top, well, you won't show too much. The top is the safer option. I'm not really a fan of the top because it's more A-line, and I don't really like A-line on my top. I like A-line on my bottom. But this is a perfect dress for me. I didn't even know that I was going to like it so much, but after the first one I just kept making them, and I don't normally make that many versions without changing them, so that's a great success for me. It's probably the best spent pattern money ever. I love it. I think it's perfect for me. Have I said I love it enough times for you to understand that I do? You have seen the others, or some of the others, and all of the rest are on the Instagram if you want to check them out. All of the ones that I made. And this is my special pattern, so I use it for my special fabric as well, as you can see, because that's Tiny Dancers. It's art gallery fabric, and I do like it. I do like it, and I feel perfect wearing it. So that was my 5 favorite named clothing patterns. If you have any others, please let me know. What's your favorite named clothing pattern? I decided that I was going to use the ones that I really, really love. And I know that I've made quite a few others, and I'm still very happy with them, but either the construction wasn't too easy for me, so I don't really want to come back to it immediately, or they don't get that much wear for some reason, because that's just not me. This is a very, very biased choice. It's just my favorite 5 name patterns. But if you have any others that you absolutely love, either by name, or if you have a company that you absolutely love and you would like to tell me about and you think that I should check it out, let me know. Also, if you liked the video, please like it. Consider subscribing. Hit the notification button, the little bell, to be informed when I release a new video. And have a lovely day. See you soon. Bye.